Hey you guys, welcome to my channel. Those of you that are new here, welcome. Those of you that have been with me for a while, welcome back. So you're seeing I'm getting my hands dirty here. I was sick the last couple days, and so I'm just getting over that. Or what's sickness? You know, I was out of balance, had a major energy exertion, and my immune system told me, no, we're done. This craziness that you've been living has to come to an end. So I've settled in here at my friend's place. He's gone for the next 2 months. So until I get my longer term place, I'll be here. And he's also a naturopathic healer and does sweat lodges. He's a bit of a medicine man. He's a lot of things. And so anyways, he has this wood fireplace in the bedroom, and which I'm enjoying. But part of that enjoyment goes hand in hand with the responsibility of cleaning it. So hence you're joining me on this. So why am I bringing you in? Because as I started cleaning this fireplace, I realized, you know, how the medicine is often in the problem, right? And the problem being the soot that you see here covering the glass. And so how do we get the soot off? How do we get the soot away from the glass? And the easiest way is, of course, with soot. You need soot to remove soot. And so I just get my little paper here, make it all wet, and start, and you'll see how it foams. It starts foaming up because they used to actually make soap out of this. So it's very alkaline. Yeah. So, but what made me think how a lot of times we avoid the problem because we think, oh, you know, by avoiding the problem, we solve it. We go out of the way to not have to deal with it. We think the problem is the problem and that the solution has to come from somewhere outside of experiencing the problem. And here, life shows you once again how easy it is. How easy it is if you just deal with the problem and you face it. You'll find the medicine that is inside of it. So I just really wanted to, you know, take you with me here as I clean this. And soon we'll be able to see the fire through again really clearly. But unless we're willing to get in there, oftentimes the solutions we find are going to be much more labor intensive, expensive, and maybe not as efficient as just trusting in the process of getting your hands dirty, getting yourself into the business of facing and then solving the problem. To get this these windows clean again. And yeah, so I just wanted to share that with you. If you're facing anything in your life, of course I'm here to help. But a real help is someone who walks with you as you face the problem. That's someone who's going to give you fluff that allows you to dodge, evade, and avoid getting your hands dirty. And this is so efficient, I'm wearing a white shirt because that's smart. But I'm trusting the process here, trusting the process. So there you have it. It's, oh, okay. I'm just gonna get these marks off. And we should be good to go. Good to go here. But yeah, face your problems, guys. You know, face the emotions, face the dirt, get your hands dirty, dive into it, and see where it takes you. All right, thanks for watching, and let's move on now to our week ahead reading, and I'll be right there with you. Hey everyone, so welcome to your week ahead reading, and I'm going to do an Aries through to Pisces, but I'll start off with a collective read to see what's coming up in the week ahead. So let's have a look. and we'll see what's coming up in the week ahead. And already cards are flying out. We've got the Empress and the King of Swords. What's coming up for the week ahead, please? The week ahead. For the collective, the week ahead. Got the Nine of Wands. For the collective in the week ahead. Page of Swords and the Two of Coins. Okay, so let's have a look here. We've got the Empress, the King of Swords, the Nine of Wands, the Page of Swords, and the Two of Coins. And let me just meditate on this for a moment to see. Immediately what's coming up is when I'm gazing at these cards is there seems to be we know that there's an ongoing conflict between the logic centers or the artificial centers, the thinking, the mind, and the intuitive centers, or the feminine centers, or feeling worlds. We see the Empress. There may be themes coming up around womanhood, femininity, femaleness. Once again, this week, there may also be themes coming up around creativity, new creative and ventures that are being ventured out into. There's a decision being made to get creative, to move ahead in creativity in the collective this week. So there may be new findings and new research that leads into certain spaces where we discover new things. There may be new things that are being invested in or brought into the modern world, into the creative world through creativity. But there's also a block here. So it does feel as if there's some kind of a block that is coming up. This may be a legal block as well. This may be a slowing down of the creative process of humanity. This may be looking at things through a legal perspective, the King of Swords, new laws around the new things that are coming, that are being created in humanity as we speak. So news is going to be iffy. There's no real news coming up, or this week it's not going to be part of the news cycle that much. There may be little hints here and there as to what's going on, but otherwise this whole process seems to be behind the scenes. It feels as if there's a lot of conversation about what's coming next. Now, another thing I'm getting is that there may be a clear hint in these stock markets, okay? I don't know why I'm picking up stock market with the King of Swords, but there's something about the stock markets and possibly cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, artificial intelligence, logic streams, things of that nature that are coming much more to the forefront, that are going to become more important. But there seems to be, like, again, I'm seeing a government block on the expansion of certain things, and it's not really coming out in the news, but you might find little articles here and there that will speak about this. Let's get some more info here. Please expand on the Empress. On the Empress. There's also something about creativity is going down its own pathway this week. Things are moving ahead. Oh, okay. There's news about the wars, okay? But they're coming to an apathetic audience who want to, yeah. So it feels as if when it comes to war and the regions of conflict, which we see here with the Knight of Swords, things are continuing to move ahead. They're moving down a predictable trajectory. They're moving down a predictable pathway. The overall public response seems to be, we don't need to hear that. We don't want to hear that. And with the Page of Cups, it's like we're hoping to hear something positive for a change, that there's some kind of a decision to make amends, to see the other side of the story, to be more fair and just, to desire even balance. Because remember, the queens represent desire. So there's this, this feeling of we would love to even see just the desire for balance. So it feels as if there's, moving forward with this war buildup is, and here's Gaia, right? So if this is Earth, there might be more Earth movements coming up in response to the energies of war that are being created here. We see the Knight of Swords and the King of Swords together. So there's an active decision, a full knowing, active decision of the consequences of what it all entails. And still they're choosing to go down this route and this pathway. Okay, there's a choice to go down this route and this pathway, but the overall public or collective consciousness or mind doesn't want to hear about it, doesn't want to deal with it, is not feeling it whatsoever. And they would rather hear news of an effort being made for a coming together, peace talks, but there are no peace talks happening. All right, so let's move on, and we'll start off with Aries. Aries, your week ahead, and I'm keeping it short and sweet, so we're doing a 3-card reading for you. So Aries, for your week ahead, past, present, future, or problem, solution, outcome, maybe one clarifier card, and we've got the 4 of Wands. Aries, you're going to be focused this week on your home, okay? You guys may have been coming out of really difficult home environments or situations. It may feel as if you've never had success when it came to building a home, creating a family, creating a safe space for you to be. So this week is you solving that problem, finding a place where you belong. As a matter of fact, you can sign up for my free webinar at the end of this week, and maybe that's what's coming up for you. Where do you belong? It's absolutely free. You'll find the link in the description box below this video. However, moving forward, you're going to do that by just caving into life, giving into life, accepting what life brings you, and healing the wounds of the past. We see here the 6 of Cups. So what I'm picking up for you for the week ahead, Aries, is you're going to be focused on following the flow of life. You're finally going to surrender to the flow of life in your life. You're going to surrender to your life. You're going to feel like, you know what, this is my life. This is what I'm meant to live. So I'm going to do it to the best of my capability and see where it takes me, where it leads you. And to your surprise, it's going to take you to healing your past, healing the past that you've experienced. It might even lead you to a soulmate connection. So this week you have the opportunity to, by healing your past or healing your home environment, you can do this in many different ways. Find a place where you feel safe. You can redecorate. You can create a cozy space. You can create a temple or an altar space. You can do a meditation space. Whatever it is, create a space that gives you a feeling of belonging, certainty, hope, and healing. Through that, you're surrendering to the flow of your own life, which will help you heal deep-seated childhood wounds and even open up the door to a potential soulmate connection. It also feels like this is a week where people are going to be reaching out to you, Aries, where your energy is feeling really soft and vulnerable, approachable, and inviting. So you're going to have people reaching out to you to connect with you on a soul level. Enjoy it. Moving on to Taurus. Hey Taurus, what's going on for you in this week ahead? What's coming up for Taurus? What does Taurus need to hear, please? What does Taurus need to hear? Problem, solution, outcome. Okay, Taurus, what's going on for you? You've got the 9 of Swords. Something's been keeping you up at night, Taurus. You may be having nightmares, bad dreams, anxiety attacks. You may be worrying about things that aren't really there, but you're putting so much energy into them that they soon will be, okay? So next up is the King of Wands. This is asking you to take action on your fears. So if you don't want to experience something, focus on what you do want to experience and take the initiative on that. The Queen of Wands is a very positive energy. She's very forward moving. She takes action. She does what she needs to do. She makes decisions, and especially she knows what she wants. The outcome is the Eight of Swords. I see this as a positive for you, Taurus, where you're going to recognize where you hold yourself back and you're going to walk away from that. You're going to loosen the bindings that are stopping you from stepping into your full expression as this Queen of Wands, and you're going to walk away from that. So it really feels good for you this week if you're ready to take the opportunity to shine and you don't play small and you show up. Okay, that's half the win. That's what a lot of successful people will tell you, is that most of the time, all you need to do is just show up, just be there. So it feels like just show up, Taurus, and take action on what it is that you do want to experience, what it is that you do want to see, and you'll see that things are going to work out for you. Okay, moving on to Gemini. Hey Gemini, what's coming up for you this week? What's your message for the week ahead? I'm excited to hear it. And you guys, don't forget to sign up for my free webinar at the end of this week. Where do you belong? So let's see what's coming up for you, Gemini. Gemini, what's coming up for Gemini, please? We've got problem, solution, outcome. Or past, present, future. We'll see what pops up. We've got the, oh, you need to listen to that collective energy read. You've got, oh, okay. Okay, so Gemini, it feels as if, right smack dab in the middle here, we have something blocking you and your creativity. It's almost as if you're not allowed to speak or be your free creative self, because this is extreme creativity with the Empress, who is creativity and expression herself, but also the Strength card, which is a very extroverted Leo energy, and it's all about harnessing your natural instinct and inclinations to serve your higher purpose and higher will. And it feels like something is stopping you. There's some kind of a thought form that has attached itself to you, or a structure that you're attached to, or you're thinking, what will the others think? Or you're still in the mindset of your parents or ancestors in some way, shape, or form, or maybe it's your friend circle, but something about the outer world that you perceive is holding you back from stepping into your full creativity. It's almost like I can't do, or I can't be who I really am. I need to show up. I need to be this way, even though that's not my truth. So it's almost like you're holding yourself back. You're restricting yourself from saying or doing certain things, which would either diminish your status or disconnect you from that which provides you safety and security. But it's a trade-off, Gemini, So it's up to you to decide if this is worth it, because sometimes we have to do things we don't want to do for a short period of time to get where we want to go. Or if you're actually, clipping your own wings and it's okay for you to fly. I say it's okay for you to fly. You're strong, you're beautiful, people will follow you and understand you. Trust the process, have faith in it. You may be encountering this week someone who is Libra or has strong Venusian tendencies. This is a good week for you to take care of yourself physically, of your home environment, do some art and do some healing. You may be running into some Leonine people as well. If you run into other air signs, there may be some conflict, or you feeling like I can't really speak my truth to this person, which is going to hold you back. Okay, so wishing you all the best, and I'm moving on to Cancer. Cancer, what's coming up for you? Past, present, future. Cancer, what's going on here? And let's see, this could also be problem, solution, outcome. Okay, Cancer, you need to check out the collective read as well. Something is blocking your forward movement, Cancer. We've got the Knight of Pentacles here, and you're bored, you're bored, you're bored, you're bored. And it feels as if I'm speaking to those of you that may be single. You may have been single for a long time. You may have been doing things on your own for a long time, and you're bored. You're tired of going your pathway by yourself. You're tired of fending for yourself, standing up for yourself, doing things by yourself. And you're really feeling that, I never planned it to be this way. It just happened that I had to go out on my own pathway. I had to do my own thing. I had to put myself out there in a certain way. Here you have the Knight of Pentacles, but now this is getting boring. It's routine. I'm always doing the same thing over and over again. I don't feel like I'm really getting ahead or moving forward with my life. So let's get a supporting card for you. And we've got the Ace of Swords. That has to do with taking a clear decision, Cancer. It feels as if you haven't yet made a clear decision what it is that you want, what it is that you desire, what is the goal that you're working towards, who are you doing what you're doing for, what is it that you're trying to achieve. And once you've figured out what you want to achieve, what your real goal is, then you can shift your actions and what you're doing, maybe even where you're living, to align better with where it is that you're headed. So it does feel like there's some success in the cards for you, Cancer, but unfortunately there's a lot of self-initiative still, work that you still have to do on your own to get there. So I'm not saying this is light and fluffy or an easy path for you, but this is what it is. But it's a snapshot of the week ahead. So mind you, the energies could change next week again. But during this week, you're going to have to set your goals, set your pathway, and take the steps needed and necessary to move towards that and not just fend off life. Okay? Moving on to Leo. Hey Leo, what's coming up for you this week? Let's see. Problem, solution, outcome for Leos. And we've got, oh, you've got the Seven of Wands too. Okay. Standing up for yourself, fending for yourself, the Emperor, Aries energies. And you've got the Ten of Cups. Leo. Okay. You may be dealing with a fire sign, another fire sign, Leo, and this may be someone who has gone through a lot, who's maybe fought their way ahead, who may have fought their way through life, who may be someone who's been going through life on their own. This may also be you, that you went through life on your own. You've built something that you're, your base, you're established yourself, or they have, but it feels like a happy union this week. It feels like your energies are blending, Leo. This is someone that you can really build a base with, that you can build something solid and long lasting with, and it feels like things are moving ahead for you. This may also be a relationship, because I am feeling like I'm speaking to Leos in relationships. So if you're single, I'm sorry, maybe next week a better message will come through for you. But those of you in relationships, it feels as if also this is a relationship that you may have to defend. This person may come from a different environment than you, community, culture, background in some way, shape, or form. And or this person may just, not be on the same level as you or your family, but it feels like you've had to put your foot down for it, and now things are working out and people are seeing, oh yeah, you guys are a good match, you guys are connected on a deeper level. This also feels like a karmic relationship. This feels like someone you could have family with. Emotional satisfaction is in the cards for you this week, Leo. It really feels as if this is a week that you can enjoy with your family, with your person, with your partner, and making new moves forward. Okay, it's also a great time to get together, to come together. You may have been striving for something. This can also be a new position, because the Emperor has to do with position in a company, corporation, at a job, and this is going to lead to success. Your new pathway, whatever happens, it's going to be something that gives you emotional satisfaction, status, recognition, acknowledgement, all those things that you're looking for in your career. Okay, alrighty, moving on to Virgo. Oh, Virgo, I'm so sorry. You didn't see me shuffle. I pressed the record button too late. But here are your cards, Virgo, for the week ahead. Now, you're an earth sign, so here we see your card, the Queen of Pentacles, showing up. This is a strength that is coming to you this week. This is a week where you're going to feel guided, You're going to feel like you're finally on track or on path, but it's also time for you to acknowledge the guidance, the protection that you have received. Some of you need to heal relations with your mother or maternal connections. You need to put the effort in and acknowledge and recognize how much your mother has done for you, or a mothering figure, okay? And it feels as if there's this opportunity for you to find emotional healing this week, to really work on that, to get that going for you. But I really feel that your emotional healing is connected to your mother and acknowledgement of her as a guiding and protective force in your life. Now, some of you are totally not going to resonate with this. Of course not. Not all of you, all millions of you that I hope are watching this video are going to have that kind of mother. But some of you are, and some of you were not really fair to her. And that's who this message is directed towards. There's also a week for settling down, for digging your heels in, for setting up something that is longer lasting, that is going to be there for a while, finding your place in a community, in a group as well. That's the Queen of Pentacles. The group is the Ten of Cups. finding your place in your family, finding your own identity again, in a sense, okay? Through belonging. Again, sign up for Where Do You Belong? It's an absolutely free webinar on the 1st of March. And it's all about your sense of belonging, how important that is, how it underlies so many processes and other things in your life that you think has no connection to it, such as your sense of purpose, and how to get that sense of belonging, but also how to help others achieve theirs as well. So you're in service this week as well. This may have to do with some kind of a guiding profession that you have, okay? Guiding others, guiding younger than you. So you may be dealing with apprentices, students, people that are generally looking for guidance, and they may see you as a guiding force. So it feels like overall it's a deeper week for you emotionally. Not too much changes on the surface or on the outer realm, but on the inner realm, a lot of emotional healing is done because of you acknowledging your maternal wounds and fixing those so you can fix them moving forward as well. Okay, I'm wishing you a beautiful week, Virgo, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye. Libra, what's coming up for Libra, please? Libra, what's coming up for Libra? Libra, what's coming up for Libra? Libra, what's coming up for Libra? Problem, solution, outcome for Libra. Libra, what's coming up for you? You've got the Nine of Cups. Oh, wow. And you've got the King of Wands. You've also got the Ace of Wands. Wow. Okay, Libra, this looks to me like you're making a fantastic new beginning in direction of your dreams. We've got the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment, okay? We've also got the King of Wands, which is telling you how you need to act in order to survive this next chapter, how you can need to act in order to successfully begin a new chapter, which is definitely coming with the Ace of Wands here in your life. The King of Wands is very extroverted, outgoing, takes action, takes charge, moves forward, acts on impulse or on instinct on occasion, but this is very well honed, and knows just the right thing to do for himself and for others. He's very inspiring as well. And so there's an inspirational charge that might come through your life this week, Libra, where you feel inspired to take a new step forward, inspired to start a new chapter, go on a new adventure, start a new journey, and where it's really about fulfilling your own needs, wishes, desires. This is all about you this week, Libra, nobody else. And it's amazing energy for you to start off in. So I hope you enjoy. Some of you single Libras are going to be starting something passionate and new. This may be with an Aries or a Leo or a Sagittarius or someone who has a lot of fire sign placements or a lot of, fire energy. And this is someone where you're going to be their wish come true. You're going to be their dream come true. This is someone who desires you, who wants you. It also feels as if some of you are going to be chased by someone who's got a lot of potence, who's got a lot of energy for you. Let's put it that way, okay? And but it feels as if this is a great time for you to explore your creative and sexual energy. Yeah, this is a great time for you to start something passionate and new and fresh and exciting. And overall, though, it's a great time for you to focus on your needs, what makes you happy, and to dive into that wholeheartedly. Enjoy, Libra, and I'll see you on the other side next week. Take care. Bye. Scorpio, what's your message for the week ahead, please? Scorpio, what's your message for the week ahead? Scorpio, what's your message for the week ahead? We've got the Hierophant, okay. The World card, okay. Oh, I just noticed I still have ash on my hand. Oh, well. I'm cleaning that fireplace. The Devil, ooh, Scorpio. Scorpio. Scorpio, you've got something very dual-sided going on here. This is like, on the one hand, this may be in an existing connection, partnership, contract, agreement. The Hierophant has to do with tradition. So it has to do with something that is a traditional way of going about things or seeing things, but you're going all the way up like a roller coaster. This is like a roller coaster ride. One day you're up and the next day you're down, okay? So overall, when we're having these situations, it's usually a negative. Okay, plus and plus equals plus. But plus and negative equals negative. Negative and negative is negative, right? So you, even though you have a plus and a negative here, this is a negative situation. It ends on a negative note. So there's some kind of a truth telling that is happening for you this week, where you're realizing that even though this situation may be giving you, you know, butterflies, or it's bringing you to the top of your fields, there's also something very toxic about it which you just can't ignore anymore, and you have to face up to that. Okay, this toxicity may be in you, it may also be in someone else, it may be the relationship and how it just rolls between you guys, but it feels as if you're coming to a realization this week that there's something very toxic about how you guys communicate, connect, to relate to one another, and something has to give. Okay, something really has to give here. So it's feeling, some of you, a handful of you, I'd say, are feeling liberated, looking towards the dissolution of something that has been weighing heavy on you for quite some time. So you're looking towards dissolving something that had very deep roots in your life, and you're looking forward to the freedom that is going to come after that. So that is for a small circle of you. For the majority of you, you're looking at recognizing this situation is toxic, even though it's giving me the feels, or it's giving me the money or the status or whatever, and I need to do something about it. Okay, so it's okay if you just recognize it this week and you're not yet ready to take the step. That might come through clearer next week. What step would be most beneficial for you? I don't know. We'll see what happens next week. But this is your weekly message. Thanks for listening. Moving on to Sag. Sagittarius. What's coming up for you, Saggy? Sagittarius. What's coming up for Sagittarius, please? Sagittarius, we've got problem. Oh, solution and outcome right away. Sag, we've got problem. Oh, somebody's in their feels. Queen of Cups. Then we have the Eight of Swords. Ooh. Yeah, somebody's really deep in their feels. And we've got the King of Pentacles. Oh, Saggy. Some of you Sagittariuses are really in your feels. You're in your heartache, okay? You're not quite sure about this King of Pentacles. This may be someone who's a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. You may also be dealing with someone who's also a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You may have this in your chart. They may have it in theirs. Take it as it resonates in that sense. But the overall dynamic of the energy here is that these are people, or this is a connection where a decision hasn't been made yet conclusively to stop or go, to stay or leave, to continue or to drop this, but somebody's holding back the truth. They're not speaking the truth on this topic. They're holding their tongue, they're biting their tongue, and they're not really taking the actions that need to be taken to provide a stable foundation for the future. This may be you, this may be your partner, but there's an untruth here, okay? And you may be feeling that, Sagittarius. You may be feeling like, you may be looking into your cups, you may be in your doldrums, or you may be focused on, you know, okay, I'm going to focus on my career, I'm going to focus on my life, I'm just going to get things moving that I can control, okay? This may also be your partner. Again, take it as it resonates, either or. But it does feel as if this week is mainly dedicated to staying in the fog, not really knowing, should I stay, should I go, what should I do? And so let me pull a card for clarity here, because I'm getting in the fog with you guys. And we've got, again, the Ace of Swords, so one more card. This was in another sign also, so the solution was to make a choice. And here, a revival energy with the Judgment card. Now, the Judgment card has to do with revival, reviving something. So this may be that you guys are thinking about reviving a relationship that you previously had. Would it work? Yes, if both put in the absolute effort and made the decision from both sides, this is the person I want to be with. Yeah, so it's an interesting week, but you can expect to hear from someone that you've been wanting to hear from, even though they might be hesitating to connect with you again. for various reasons, not because they don't like you, but because they haven't worked it out for themselves either. Or opposite, you're hesitating to connect with someone who is waiting to hear from you for the same reason you haven't quite worked it out for yourself. But I do see a revival in the cards. I do see a reconnection in the cards. And it's simply hinging on a choice of both of you, or however many, to work together to make this come about. Okay? Cappies. Cappies, Cappies, Cappies. Oh, before I do Cappies, another interpretation for Sagittarius that popped up is being able to bring your intuition and creativity into the business world, or make that happen, with the Queen of Cups and the King of Pentacles. So it does feel as if Saggies are not quite sure about how to make that happen with the Eight of Swords. And again, a decision. Also, proper, competent advice is indicated with the Ace of Swords to resolve that. But also, really important to get in touch with your soul with the Judgment card and find out what is your soul direction on this. Okay? I see good luck for you guys. So full steam ahead. See you on the next one. Bye. Okay, moving on to Capricorn. Capricorn, what's coming up for you? What's coming up for Cappies, please? Cappies, problem, solution, outcome. And what do we have? We've got for Cappies, we've got the Judgment card again. Okay, we've got the Ace of Swords. Okay, and we've got the Eight of Cups. So I'm just going to leave it as is, even though two of the cards showed up in the previous reading. Capricorn, you may be dealing with a Sagittarius, or you might find some information there for you. Okay, so Cappies, it seems like this is a week where you're making a clear decision not to renew something and to move forward. Okay, we see the Eight of Cups, you're walking away from something. We see the clear decision with the Ace of Swords and the Judgment card, which is the revival of something that affected you on a very deep level. This is something that really touched you in your core, in your heart, and on a soul level almost, but you're walking away from it. You're making a decision to move on. You're realizing that something new is waiting for you around the corner. Something more is going to reveal itself for you. Your path is not quite fulfilled yet. This wasn't your last stop. And even though it did show up in your life for a reason, and even though it did touch you on a deep level, you realize that that's not where you were meant to stay. And so even with a sad heart, you know, or a bitter heart, you are pushing forward, you are moving on, because you know that another stop is yet to come, and this is probably, you know, a much better fit for you. Of course, this can apply in whichever area of your life you're moving on from. So it could be friendship, partnership, business, but this is a week where you're making a definite choice to move on from something, to leave something behind, Capricorn, because you know that your Nine of Cups is just around the corner waiting for you. So you've made the right choice. Those of you Cappies that have, you know, said like, this is not working out anymore, I need to do something different in my life, and you're actually taking action on that. That is wonderful. It's going to come together for you. You're going to hit that Nine of Cups. Okay? Awesome. Moving on to Aquarius. Aquarius, what do you need to hear for your week ahead? What's the message here for your week ahead, please? What's the message for Aquarius for the week ahead? Aquarius for the week ahead. Problem, solution, outcome for Aquarius. Aquarius, we've got the Death card. Something has definitely come to an end. Ouch. Ace of Wands, new beginnings. Okay, starting fresh, starting new. King of Wands, energy, energized. All right. Aquarius, it feels like, you know, something has come to an unresolvable end. This is a situation with the Death card. Is always either it transforms or it just dies, right? So it has to transform or it dies. And it feels like whatever it is that you were in is not transforming, because we're seeing the new beginning here with the Ace of Wands. Whatever this old situation was that represents by the Death card, it has now come to a definite close, and you're opening up those windows, you're opening the door wide open, and you're walking through, and you're feeling the sunshine, you're smelling the breeze, you're feeling actually deeply relieved, Aquarius, because we're seeing you you in your energy here with the Ace of Wands and the King of Wands. You're feeling rejuvenated. You're feeling revived. You're feeling like, woof, I'm ready. And it's good. You know, this is springtime energy, and we can see it is literally the leaves are coming off the stalks. This is also indicative that some of you may be living in a place that is going to be warmer than usual. For some reason, that popped up when I said springtime energy, and I saw the growth on the stalks here. But anyways, sidetrack. But yeah, it feels like this week is a fantastic week for new beginnings, especially when it comes to your business, especially when it comes to starting something new. Again, the passion is riding high for you this week, Aquarius. So you may meet someone who knows how to fan those flames, but it doesn't feel like this is a long-term situation that you're going to be encountering. It just feels like a lot of fun, sweet encounters, you know, but longer term, I'd pin this energy into your business. This is the energy of starting something new, pushing forward in your, having the energy to make changes and push forward in your work, that kind of thing, okay? But also creating something new in your own life overall, right? Just starting a new chapter. It's awesome. You've released the past completely, Aquarius. You've let it go. You're moving on. It's done. Okay? All right, I'll see you next week. And last but not least, Pisces. Pisces, what's coming up for you, Pisces? Pisces, consciousness dreams. Pisces, what's coming up for Pisces, please? Pisces, we've got problem, solution, outcome for Pisces. Let's hear it. Okay, Pisces, you also, there might be a message for you with the Libra energy, but you've got the Nine of Cups as well. You may have had problems in your past, you know, fulfilling your wishes, getting your needs met, things of that nature. And you've still got a little bit of strength to bring up this week, okay? This is a week where you have the opportunity, Pisces, which is bringing you great joy, to change your perspective on things. This is a great week for you to meditate, to go on long walks, to take time out, to not really expect too much to happen or invest too much in things outside of your own personal growth, self-development. This is going to end up with you gaining even more strength over those currents and flows that are inside of your own being. We see the higher self not controlling, but working with the lower self submitting to the higher self, and those instincts coming through in service of higher principles. So we see that this is a week where, Pisces, internally a lot is happening for you, where you're disciplining yourself, you're focusing on making a better version of yourself, you're doing a lot of personal growth, self-development exercises, you're healing those wounded parts of your being, you're feeling further into yourself, you're developing hidden aspects of yourself to reveal them at a later point. But this is all in alignment with your soul's desires and wishes. So there's some wish fulfillment happening here, because Pisces is a very spiritual sign, okay? I feel like someone is not quite making a decision for you when it comes to relationships. You may be dealing with a Leo type energy, or you may be dealing with a kind of a wishy-washy Neptunian kind of energy, okay? Not another Pisces, but it's very wishy-washy, or it might be another Pisces, who knows? But it feels like someone's taking their time on deciding for you, and because they're doing that, you're going to get even stronger than you were before. And by the time they decide for you, you may be gone, Pisces, or you may not need them anymore, or you may not even want them anymore. But it feels like someone is just observing you, watching you, and it's almost like, prove it to me, and you're not playing that game. You know, you're just like, oh, whatever. So I don't know. I see a lot of wish fulfillment happening for you on other levels and arenas. I see rapid movement forward when it comes to your spiritual growth, your personal growth, your, you know, establishing those connections to the internal worlds. But when it comes to relationships, Pisces, unfortunately, I feel that if you're banking on this person is going to take their time to decide for you. And this might be a lust situation as well that's going on between the two of you. And so this person might be wondering, you know, can we have anything more than that? Is there more between us than just that? Whereas you're like, let it just be that. But this person seems to be a thinker, whereas you love to lose yourself in the experience, or the other way around. but it doesn't feel like this week is the resolution week. Let's see what's coming up as an advice card for Pisces, please. Yeah, so there might be someone who's able to give you advice. This is a week to seek the advisor to conquer your fears, okay? Seek the advice that you need to conquer your fears, get a reading, get something, right? Or to hear that message. This is also a week where maybe you tap back into traditional sources to overcome your fears, but it leads to strength, to building up your strength, okay? So I know it's a kind of, that's exactly the energy I'm picking up, this like wishy-washy, not really settled yet energy, but things are coming together for you. And like I said, like you're going to experience massive growth with downloads, channelings, tapping into the other side. This is the week for that, okay? So I'm wishing you all the best, Pisces. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to join my free webinar at the end of the week. And it's all about, where do you belong? Okay, you guys, that was it for your week ahead reading. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget the free webinar in the description box below, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.